Hi, this is Mrs. Dedecker here to show you how you're going to create your balance spreadsheet. So first of all, you want to log in to your Google Docs account by using that Google Drive. Once you're in Google Drive, typically you're thrown into Docs. We want to be into Sheets mode. So you want to get into Sheets. You just click on this waffle icon and then you'll see Sheets. And once you're in Sheets, you want to click on the file I shared with you. It usually has your number on it, and it should have Budget Sheet in the name. So click on that. Once you're in it, then you can start doing the instructions on your assignment sheet, starting with step 2. First of all, you want to click in cell A1 and then type in the word budget by your first and last name. And I want you to put your name and then your grade level. And I want you to actually bold this. Looks like it was bolded already, but here now we're going to do the next step, which is step number 3. You want to click in cell A2 and type in just the word budget. And you can get rid of this remainder by just clicking space over that. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click in cell B2 and you want to type the word January for the month of January. And once you type that in, then you can click on that cell again. And then once you just want to kind of move your cursor, if you can kind of see this arrow here, you just want to click and be in the corner. If I can get there here, just want to select it. Maybe you might have to select off of it to get this to show. You want to actually see that square and then hover over that so that you see the plus symbol. That represents your fill handle. So now you want to click and drag that fill handle all the way to column G. And it automatically puts in your months so you don't have to type all that. And then the next thing you want is in step number 6, now you're going to fill the rest of the data that's on the sheet. You'll have a bunch of income numbers and expenses. So I'm going to click down just 2 cells down because we wanted a space in between it and just type in the word income. And then the next thing is food. And you'll just go down the line. You'll just do telephone. And these are all typical expenses that you could have. And then I'm not going to type all of them here, but now I'm going to jump to number 14 and I'm just going to put 10% tithe. And then the next one's going to be savings. And then total expenses. You're going to type in 2,500 and you're going to keep typing until you get all of the items in here. So you have 200 for food and you have $40 for telephone. And if I scroll down here and I do the tithe is actually 10% of your income. So you can actually create a formula to go in here. So I'm going to click in here and then I'm just going to go equals, and then you can simply select the actual cell you want to calculate with and then multiply it by 0.10 or 10%. And then you just hit enter and it automatically puts the value in there. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put in a savings. You have $150 in savings, and then after you enter all that and all the data, you can actually there's a couple of tricks here I can show you. You just click and drag this over and it'll actually populate the whole thing with the same value. Or step number 6, and then you have step number 7. You're going to click in cell B4 and then you're going to drag the mouse diagonally. can do that all the way through G17. Another quick way to do this, actually I find this easier, if you click on the first cell and then just hold down the shift and then just click right in the 17th cell there, G17, and it automatically highlights or selects it all. Once you select it all, I want you to change it to the currency style. So that's this icon right here. It looks like a dollar sign. It automatically puts the 2 zeros past the decimal point and everything. It's really nice. And then the next thing, I'm just going to show you a little feature about this. However, you don't have to really do this, but you can decrease decimal spaces quite easily just to have whole numbers, or you can use the increased decimal spaces or decimal places so that you can get more zeros past the decimal point. And we want 2 past the decimal point for this exercise. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to enter another formula. Here we're going to go on step number 10, and it said to click on total expenses, or the cell next to it, and then from the insert menu you're going to just click the insert. You see this function and you want to click on sum. And then once you click on sum, it now wants to know what you want to sum. So you basically just want your expenses, which starts with food, and then you can actually hold the shift key down again and then click through savings, and it selects that whole column there. And then you want to press enter so it takes in your value. So right now my total expenses shows just 640, but once you enter all these other numbers, this will be a much higher number. So then the next thing we're going to do is step number 11, 12. We did insert, yeah, we did 12 already, and then 13 we did as well, and then 14. Okay, here's another shortcut. If you click on this total expenses, which we just created a formula for, you can actually copy it over to all these columns, and it'll actually calculate based on the column data that you actually have in there. So it's pretty slick. So you want to get your fill handle, and you're just going to click and drag it across. And of course these are 0 for now, but once you enter all your numbers, these will be different values. And then the next thing you're going to do is the cell next to our balance, and you're going to actually enter another formula. So if you click on here's like the formula bar. This is called the formula bar. It has a little FX there. You want to actually put in an equal sign there, and then you're allowed to actually start selecting cells to use in your formula. So the first one I want to do is I want to actually use the B4. So starting with B4, and then I want to actually subtract, because we're trying to get what our balance is. So I'm going to subtract what the value of our total expenses is from our income to get our balance. So I'm clicking on the 640 here, and then I'm going to just press enter, and then it gives me my balance. And now again, like we did up here, we were able to actually copy over our formulas. You can do the same thing for the balance, which is pretty cool. Then I think that pretty much gives you a lot of what you're going to need to do, but there are some formatting things I want you to do, and you can use the control key to do it. Like I want you to bold a bunch of things. Like here I want you to bold this. So if you just see how I've selected it all, you can just bold it like that. You can even like hold the control key and just do a bunch of different things that you want to bold, because here I'm asking you to bold specific things. We want you to bold the income and the total expenses, and then balance too. So see how I can just click on each one, but I'm holding the control key while I do that. Now I can press the bold key and it automatically bolds those. And then if you want to like have a fill color, you can actually, you know, how you always, or how you can do a fill by doing the actual. So here, budget, let's say I was just doing budget. Now I do have different instructions in your actual assignment sheet because I want you to understand it. So here it's about 40% gray, and then you can actually use the format painter and do it for the remaining things as well, that type of thing. So that's how you use that function. And then lastly, the function for actually putting like borders around your entire sheet would be really nice, and it looks really good. So again, I'm selecting here and I want to select my entire sheet. I'm just going to hold the shift key and then it selects the whole entire sheet, and then I'm going to click on this borders command and I want to have all borders, and then voila, we're all done. Thanks, I hope you enjoy it. Bye.